There are reports floating around right now that Keyshawn Davis will be pursued by Matchroom. There's been a lot of rumblings about that since he had a situation with Top Rank and the fight with Edwin De Los Santos. But now it looks like in 2026, when his contract will be expiring, Matchroom will try to make a run at him being on their roster. And that's actually going to be a big move for them and pivotal, to be honest with you. Because right now they have a lot of fighters who can match up with Keyshawn, but since he's not on the roster, those are fights that can't really have right now. You have a lot of opponents, people he's had back and forth with, even some history, Machado or even Andy Cruz, a lot of different people. We don't know what weight class he's going to return at because he said he doesn't know if he's going to be at 35 or 40 when he returns, which would work out perfectly for a promotion team like Matchroom. Then he said, he won't be returning until next year, most likely. Probably be out like a year or so. Whatever happens, we'll see what's gonna be going on in his career. But he has two brothers who's currently professional, who's also boxing. Now we don't know what their status are as far as on Top Rank, but if Matchroom is able to go ahead and get those two as well as Keyshawn Davis, Kelvin and Keon Davis, that would work out perfectly. So I can see a lot of scenarios where he could end up in Matchroom. It's just rumblings, rumors at this point. Anything could turn around and not happen, but I can see that scenario happening. I've been actually looking at that since last year when Shakur Stevenson was going through his situation with Top Rank and leaving, and then Teofimo Lopez was looking to leave Top Rank shortly after that. And I was saying, even though Keyshawn is in a position where he could possibly replace those two, it wouldn't be too long until he's in the same position or feels the same way as those guys, as if he possibly would move on or whatever. The offer's on the table when the contract is up. So, if you get a better offer, which a lot of companies are going to try to do, if they actually go to try to sign him, they're going to put out a better contract than what he has before and try to one up Top Rank, which has happened plenty of times. We've seen plenty of fighters recently leave Top Rank. Like I've said, Shakur Stevenson moved on for plenty of reasons. And now things are looking better for him. It looks like he's going to possibly have a Teofimo Lopez fight coming up very soon. And with Keyshawn Davis, he definitely would like a marquee opponent like that, somebody who's a high-level guy. Baranchik was a champion, but at the same time, he wasn't a guy that people were already checking for. And, a big name opponent for him would be good. De Los Santos was on that level, but fight didn't pan out. Didn't make weight. A lot of things went on after that. We don't know what the status is as far as him fighting at all soon. We haven't had any updates recently, but he's just going to take time out and see what's going on. But I can definitely see Matchroom stepping in and try to make him somebody who's a big name on their roster, because they've already had Boots and Shakur Stevenson, a lot of other names. And Eddie Hearn already knows when you have a chance to sign somebody, you possibly should go ahead and just do it, because later on you might not have a chance. But this will be good for both sides, I think. If Top Rank situation doesn't work out, if something magical doesn't happen in between now and then, I could definitely see him leaning towards Matchroom in the future. But who knows, man? Anything can happen.